Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. Brutus has decided he's going to bark. Weekend RVing, doing things different. CJN, Lori's World, Boone. Will you get the dogs? as soon as I push
Get in here.
the button, yeah, Brutus start barking. Yeah. How are you all doing tonight? Did you have a good week? It's Friday. Yes. Have you been planting anything? Tell me what you're planting. Hey, the Palmetto Travelers, welcome. I put some Swiss chard, kale, and I planted my very first, what is it called? It's a pea. I put it in the raised bed, and I amended my gardens and my raised beds, and I put those in today. Hi, Joy. How are you? And I'm excited to see snap peas. That's what it was. CJM. What's up? Green onions. That is this year so far. It's supposed to get cold next week. So, yeah, we have one more frost, I believe. They're saying like in April. So I'm holding off. I'm not planning. God knows I want to be planting everything. Hi, Ashley's allotment diary. How are you? I think the hardest part, you repotted tomatoes and peppers, good. The hardest part is not putting things in the ground. Hi, Barb Jesus is Lord. Lion Crest is in the house. What's up? In Texas, I would have already had everything in the ground. And in Missouri, you cannot do that. It's just impossible because, well, if you try, everything will get frozen. So, and you're going to have a freeze Thursday and Friday. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, welcome, Robert. Has anyone talked to Pete? I have him on my heart. At Pete's Little Homestead, Alabama, got hit back to back. I think it was 6 twisters yesterday, and they all need to be in your prayers because, man, I'll tell you what, they got slammed. So if I sent him a message, he was offline, so hopefully he's okay. It was work with strawberries. I planted 24 strawberry plants, or 23, and 128 corn plants. My goodness, Lioncrest. Where are you going to put all those? Hey, Canadian Proud, get outdoors. Welcome. Okay, Robert, no problem. I planted, I think, 8 or 10. No, it was about 10 or 11 peaches and cream corns. I'm going to start them and then put those in the ground. I've never grown corn before. So, Highland Homestead and Tina Ladybug, thank you for coming. So good to have you. Yeah. Hey, Arkansas Woodcutter, hello, even though you're not here. Oh, I tell you what, I have had so much fun with Shed Wars, and it's only begun. I mean, it's just going to be a blast this year, having fun, teaching people to grow, teaching people different techniques. That's what I think I love the most is being able to show where you live and how you plant. Because let's face it, it's all different, right? Everywhere we are. Hey, Jules, welcome. Um, okay, no problem. Um, every everyone is different. I mean, like I said, in Texas, oh man, it'd be on already. I'd have tomato plants this big and growing like crazy, everything growing like crazy. And here in Missouri, I can't do that. Last year we planted at the middle to the end of April, and we we got a frost. So I lost a few things and I learned my lesson, don't plant early. And I'm like, oh, I want to plant so bad. So the things I could get out, I got out. And, some of my friends are helping me and telling me um, and letting me know what I can plant where. Hi, Patty at the Tinker's Wife. How are you? So this weekend, hey, Kinfolk Farm. Hello, happy Friday to you. I love Fridays, even though I'm retired. I love Fridays because I get the weekend with my honey and I get to spend time with him and do projects and give him honey-do lists. So this weekend we're working on a new garden and about not watering plants with. Oh yeah, let me stop right there. Thank you, Eva. Joy, you made a fantastic comment. Let's stop. Oops, wait a minute. I missed Joy. She's up here. Oh, I missed that too. Hold on, Joy. It's going fast. I'm going to get you. Joy, there you are. Okay. Joy said, make sure everyone teaches people coming out about not watering plants with softened water, and rainwater is the best. Amen to that. It is the very best. If you can do rain catchment, that's the way to go. And don't water your plants on top. Water them on the bottom and make sure your tomato plants, you have all those bottom leaves off. And today I had a conversation with some friends about not leaving the bottom leaves on your cucumber plants because they fester infection and um, they will ruin your cucumber plants, which I didn't know until last year. My friend had to tell me, "Are you pruning the bottom of your cucumbers?" Because they kept going yellow and getting all funky. You know how the squash do when you get squash bugs. They kept doing that, and the minute I took those bottom leaves off, our cucumbers flourished. I mean, like crazy flourished. I know Palmetto, we need to get one too. And I had an opportunity to get one, but I didn't want to do it without my husband because it was big. Did you get blocked, Eva? Hey, Gail, how are you, my friend? You're so cool. I'm trying to catch up on I will tell you, sir, I can't hear y'all right now since I'm on the phone. Oh, he's probably talking to Johnny Boy or Mark. Yeah, I prune off all the leaves at least 12 inches above the ground on tomatoes. Don't have issues with the shoots, which is a bonus. Oh, you're so lucky, Patty, because last year, even though that garden didn't have bugs in it, those leaves hit that ground and it was making my vines hard. And, but like I said, the minute I took those leaves off, it was fantastic. It was really, really good. So I was glad to learn that. Who's doing the Gladiator challenge? Gladiator, a lot of Shed War stuff. You are Lion Quest, according to Homer. Yes, Homer makes up names. He makes everything up as he goes. Oh, I love that guy. He's awesome. So this weekend, we are building our raised beds. Our friends Ted and Judy gave us a ton of tin. And so we were going to tear all the front gardens down. And then we decided that, let's not do that because that dirt's so healthy up there. And we have a water source right there by our well house. So when we decided to go ahead and we extended one bed, just a regular raised bed on the ground. And then the next one we're going to do with the tin. And I am so excited. Evans family, hello, welcome. We're just talking about gardening stuff. Can you imagine that? So, yeah, well, that's what we're going to do. And then I'll go pick up compost and we'll amend the compost and put all our goodness in there that we have. And I'm super excited. We have to put tin around our one new bed. I think I showed it on a video. And because I don't know if Little Bit, our pet rooster, is getting into it or something, you know. Oh, you can't see the comments? Oh, I'm sorry, Eva. I love you too. So Eva is sending us seeds for our first annual Missouri meetup. We're super, super excited about this. It's April 24th, and if you can come, please do, because we have some amazing prizes to give away. Some wonderful homesteaders have donated, and yeah, yeah, we're blown away by the generosity. It's been awesome. Uh, let's see, you're using chicken wire to deter rodents and maybe a plastic owl. That's a good idea. I I think it's a rooster or a puppy. It's probably Brutus if you want to know the truth. He is a digger. And I just planted my potatoes in this garden. And then I see this little hole that he's dug out. Yeah, I'm going to blame Brutus because he's a puppy and he gets blamed for everything. We found a little small pop feeds, mom and pop feed store yesterday. Good seeds. Oh, awesome, Evans. That's fantastic. Uh, Micro Farmer sent us a couple $100 worth of seeds for our Missouri's meetup, and I may have cried a little bit when I got off camera because I was blown away. He said he was sending a lot of seeds, but oh yeah, there's so many. So yeah, we're pretty much blown away. I mixed a bunch of, let's put this up. Oh, Gail's building a raised bed. Canadian, I mixed a bunch of my pepper seedlings. Some could be sweet or some insanely hot. Oops. Oh, Canadian, we're related then. Because, hey, Red Silo, when I was drying my seeds last year, I may or may not have mixed my banana peppers with my green peppers. And I looked at the seeds, transplanting them, and I'm like, that doesn't look the same. And I probably said when I did it, it don't matter. Because that's how I'm a little reckless that way. Last year, I just took a bunch of tomato seeds because I got frustrated and I just threw them in the ground because why not? And I think every one of those tomatoes uh, germinated. And I had so many different ones. I couldn't even begin to tell you what they all were because I had the little bag and I put it on a uh, popsicle stick instead of being responsible and writing the name down. Hey, Carmelo. Carmela, hi. Oh, yo. So Kevin built me the two raised beds that are 3 feet tall, the wood ones. And we always like to do hugelkultur. The first gardens we ever did was back to Eden, and they rocked. I mean, we had uh, wood chips that were aged, and we had great compost that we made, and we got some too. But oh my gosh, it was so fabulous. But then the next year, it wasn't so fabulous. So I don't know what happened to the composition of the soil, but it sort of went haywire. And I never tested my soil actually until now. And so um, then we decided here we would do hugelkultur. And we did it on we're doing it on all our beds. Every single bed we have is a hugelkultur. And we have had so much success with it. Now, yeah, you have to add soil, you have to amend it, but it we were worried about all the dirt draining out of the raised beds. Nope, still good. Our pH it's a high 6, but it's still in the 6 range. And I tested that today. Um, yeah. Well, that's okay if, I mean, we have compost out back, but it's not, the one bed isn't going to be ready till next year. So, you use what you have where you are, what you have. So, um, that's our theory. And, we buy some super compost at the farm store, and I didn't think it was very good, but it turned out to be really good. And we found a bunch of worms in it this year because we had just put it in containers and it didn't really grow. Well, it didn't grow because it was too compact. Hello, Heaven's Essential. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Um, it was too compact. Even though I put the crap, I can't think of the name of it. The cellulose stuff in there. I mean, I put a lot of it, but when we emptied it out onto the new bed that's on the ground, it was awesome. It had worms in it. I mean, it was flourishing. Hi, cat without the hat. Hey, the faucet's doing good. She's driven away, baby. Hmm. You start testing the soil to find out pH, water levels when I'm putting it in. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm learning. Yeah. Now, for the most part, the only thing I add is, what is it? Blood meal and bone meal. Um, Hi, Blackberry Rock. Welcome. Um, I don't do a whole bunch more than that. Now, one year in Texas, I had to get calcium because our soil was just depleted of calcium. So, perlite, that's what I'm thinking. Thank you. Thank you, perlite. That's what I did, but it wasn't because the soil was so heavy in those containers. I would have had to have most perlite and a little bit of compost in there. So, lesson learned. And we put it on the new bed. So, hey, it didn't go to waste. Hi, Tess, Dallas Stars hockey fan. How are you, sir? Um, yeah. So, that's what you do. You live and learn. And I learned for us that just the bone meal and the blood meal works great. I haven't ever had to add. I have other amendments. Well, I do add another fertilizer. It's just a regular organic vegetable fertilizer that I'll put in there, and every now and then I'll top it off. and then I'll water it in. I won't bury it in the soil. I'll do it initially, but then I won't do it again. And the lady and man who owned this property had goats, so it's probably similar to that palmetto. Um, they had goats, so this soil, and then we had rabbits, so we mixed and cows that not our cows, our neighbors, but we had the cow manure, we had the goat manure, we had the rabbit manure, and we mixed that in there, and it was so healthy. So, you know, I mean, we just had to learn. We had to relearn to garden all over again in Missouri. And, pretty soon it's going to be a year. I cannot believe we've been here a year. It's just flown by. When's our year? April what? The 10th. We closed on Good Friday last year. So I'm just I'm blown away that it's been a year. Yeah. Thank you, CJM, if you're talking to me. I don't know if you're talking to me. The only thing live here and that it's good for his blueberries. Like, yeah, oh, let's talk blueberries. So I planted two blueberry bushes last year and killed them because I didn't know they needed acidic soil. I had no idea. I just thought they're a fruit plant you put in the ground and call it a day. Well, no, they're not. They like acidic soil. And so this year we got three blueberry plants. And man, I went and picked off the evergreen leaves and the stems, and I got sulfur, I think it was, something to make the soil more acidic. And they are doing really good. They're tiny. They're still tiny, but they're really doing good. So I'm so happy that they are growing. And our grapes that the vineyard chicks sent us, a few of them are coming around. Our figs, our blackberries and raspberries doing real good. Yeah, Voon, it really has flown by. But when you move in a new place, there's so much to do. And we had to tear swing sets down, build rabbit hutches, chicken coops. Uh, yes, Eva, we can see you. I can see you. I can see you. See, Eva, here. Huh. Can you see us okay? Hey, Conrad, welcome. Wait, I think Kat had a question. So we had a lot of things to do. Yeah, pine. That's what we did, Kat. We put them in pine, lemon orange. No? Okay, no. I used some organic something. I think it was sulfur to make it a little more acidic. And that was after I planted them. I put it on there and water. Well, it rained, so I didn't have to water it in. But um, I am excited. We got figs from the Texas boys, our family journey, who I feel like we're family. I've known them almost since the beginning. Hey, Diana at Move North Homestead, welcome. Glad you could make it. Um, yeah, so rabbit manure is gold. Yes, yes. Our one bed has so much rabbit manure on it. I was like, gosh, I could hardly see the dirt because of the rabbit manure. But hey, I don't care. It's all good. It's all good. And then we planted our onions where we used to have our rabbit hutches. And that dirt is beautiful. It is gorgeous. And our onions are flourishing. And the boss, he already built the tin around it. So, um, golly, you had to ask me that. These are very cold hardy. Oh, LSU purple figs. They are very cold hardy. And our figs in Texas got froze every year, and they came back with a vengeance. So if you go on Texas Boys, our family journey, he should have a link somewhere in one of the videos. He'll have a link, and they're like, I don't know. I think I spent $15 and got five or six. Um, very LSU, yes, they're fabulous, and the figs that they produce are huge. They're huge, and they're so delicious. From what I hear, now I haven't tried them yet. I'm just going to tell you what I heard. I haven't tried them, but they they have got rave reviews, and for the price, you can't beat it. Now, granted, they're that big; they're just cuttings, but they all have rooted. They've all have blooms on them. Hello at Free Henley Maid and Morris Patch of Heaven. Thank you for coming. Um, yeah, so everything's doing good, and eventually, when's the best time to plant a tree? 5 years ago. When's the next best time? Right now. That's where we're at because we planted our last year. We planted our apple trees. They're golden, yellow, golden, delicious apples. Hi, Abby's life, and they should produce something by next year. Hey, Walsh, how are you, Tony? Yes, I am the deputy. I am the Shedwool deputy. That's right. When Bobby Beehead can't take care of business, I'm on it. Urban Grandpa Prepper, welcome. Well, Palmetto, you, do you have a farm store or feed store near? Because they should have it. I mean, you can use as much horse manure as you want. It's basically just decomposed and as much as it. Oh yeah, cat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mackenzie, hello. Let's see. I missed your first. Diana said, "I have a 3-year-old horse manure source. $5 a mineral tub full. It's the best." Yeah, yeah. I used to bring Diana rabbit manure. They live about just short of 2 hours from us. So uh, when I'd go visit them, I would bring a manure. Let's see. Question. Hold on. We have a question. Let me go back. Uh, I've seen a local ad offering horse manure saying perfect for your gardens, aged from last year. I've always bought sheep and spread it if anyone. Oh, and that's what Kat was probably answering. Um, I know horse. I don't know a lot about horse manure, but I do know it needs to be aged just like your pig and cow manure. So um, it's important that it gets to compost. Mr. Handsome took some pictures. I took care of my garden beds. Mr. Blueberry bushes are pruned. Oh, yay! That's awesome, Nisi. Hi, Chris. Chris is Clevercraft. Yeah, so we're just talking about gardening and manure, doing redneck things with Tony and Leanne. Hello. Um, what do y'all use generally? Quail manure. Yeah, that I've heard that's real good. And it's cold, isn't it? You don't have to, or do you have to let that rest? Quail manure. Maybe you do. Maybe it's like chicken. I thought it was more you could use it. Hi, Tony. I believe in the cross. How are you? Yes, Passover tomorrow. So exciting. Oh, it's a good time. It's it's so nice to be able to get in the garden. You let it. Abby's life said they let it rest. Yeah. Okay. Chicken manure. Yes, chicken manure has to rest. Um, Now I will tell you that we have used it. Hi, Joe at Garden State Gardener. We have used it after 3 months, and in our compost. Yeah, they're really good. Oh, by the way, Joyce at Morris Patch of Heaven, the jalapenos are to die for. She gave us some fermented jalapenos, and they're so good. We love fermented food. Okay, so it's just so good to get in and get our hands dirty and just get outside in the fresh air. Hi, Cindy's place. How are you? 1 year horse manure will be okay in moderation, mixed with peat, vermiculture, and perlite, maybe some potting mix. I would do a 1 to 1 to 1 if you can't let it sit for another year. Yes. And that's pretty much what we're doing with the cow manure. Hi, Ridge Life. How are you? Welcome, Tim. Listening to you, car using voice to text. Oh, I hate voice text. It always screws up what I'm saying. But it's a nice option. uh, Sometimes Mark in Arkansas would better voice text me, and I'm like, what? What did you say? I don't know. It's just awful. Um, so anyway, it's just so good to get in the garden, y'all. I just cannot wait until we can go in there and put everything, the big stuff in the ground, because it's growing really good. And I have a top secret mission I've been working on since last year, and I can't wait to show y'all. I'll probably uppot it another time and then put it in the ground. It depends how fast they grow. They're not fast growing trees. So it's a tree. I'm going to tell you that. And it's a fruit tree, but nobody's guessed it. I'm not asking you to guess it either because it's top secret. But I'm so excited that it worked because you never know. You see these things on YouTube and they say, oh, do this. And so, I'm one of those. Okay, I'll try it. So I did. And it worked. And I was like, oh my God, it worked. It was, I'm so excited. I just can't even begin to tell you. And I'd be more excited to tell y'all what it is and how to do it because it was super easy. It was effortless. Let's just say it was effortless, except for planting the seed in the dirt. So, yeah, I'm a heat moving my peppers tonight on the heat mat. Oh, good, good. Yeah, Diana got some heat mats for her birthday. Yeah, figs. She doesn't like figs. No, she's a fig hater. I always give her a hard time. Pigs are to die for. Hey, y'all, did you know that you can make uh, jelly out of red buds? Did you know that? I just saw. Goodbye, Palmetto travelers. Thank you so much for coming by and visiting. Um, I appreciate it. Um, yeah, so you could take red buds and you can make jelly out of it. Did you know that? Have you ever done it? Has anyone ever done it? It sounds so good, and it's supposed to be super sweet. Super sweet. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Um, oh, I can't think of their channel. Golly. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, it is. Oh, I can see now. See, this drives me nuts when I can't think of something. Uh, it was Arkansas. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. They did a short on it. Arkansas. Oh boy. It's worth me doing this. Hang on, because it just amazed me. Now she said hers didn't set. It was the first time she tried, but she did something that was different. Uh, well, you could also look on YouTube for red bud jelly, I suppose. She said it was super sweet and Lee's Arkansas bound. Lee's Arkansas bound. Yes, Cindy. Sorry, I was looking down. Hey, Claybank, welcome. Um, I'm gonna try it because we have a redbud tree up front. Redbud jam. And like, yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm trying it. I'm gonna try it because we have a tree. We have redbuds everywhere around here, and it is gonna be worth trying. And like she said it was really good. So I've never made, well, okay. I tried making jam one time, but yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. I was very young and, you know, I mean, it made a good syrup. And like she said, she if she can't, she can you can redo it. But uh and you can reprocess it if it doesn't turn out and do it all over again. So if I make it before the meetup, I'll bring some, Joyce. Jan better behave. Tony, you are not the deputy. Just saying. Hmm. Eva, can you see everything? Is everything back to normal for you, Eva? Highland Homestead. She was having issues earlier. Thank you, CJM. CJM, we love them. They say they're bugging everyone, but they're not. They're great supporters. Great supporters. Um, so has anyone ever made it or tried it? And hey Diana, what's that nettle we have? What's it called? I just we have this nettle on the homestead everywhere. Everywhere. And you can eat it. You can put it in salads. I tasted it today. It's not bad. Dead nettle. We have dead nettle everywhere, and I mean everywhere. So, um, I don't know. I guess I can make tinctures out of it. I can make salves out of it. It's not stinging. It's the dead cat, dead nettle. Hmm. And it's got a beautiful purple flower on it. It looks like I don't know. I guess it doesn't look like stinging nettle, but it doesn't grow too tall, probably about that tall. And it's got a beautiful flower on it. And um, you can do things with it. So I haven't ever tried making salve. I did try making a tincture once and I ruined it because they weren't at prime when I really should have tried the tincture. And God, if I had to tell you what it was, I would be in big trouble. I can't remember. We've got so many wild herbs on our property, um, and I'm still learning what it is. It does. I'm telling you, Joe, it's everywhere. and I mow over it. We weed eat it down to the dirt, and it comes right back. I mean, right back. It's crazy. Mm, let's see. Let's make sure I have said hello. I said hi to you, Clay, right? Yeah. Um, dead nettle. Yep. Okay. I'm caught up. Joyce, you're going to teach me what? How to do the salves, and we should do a class at the meetup. Can we do one? That would be awesome. That would be fantastic if we could. I have I wonder if did I miss someone, Filmora? Who's Filmora Rocks again? I don't see them. Well, hi if I missed you. I totally don't see them. Hi, Mary, Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. Homestead DNA's in the house. Um, yeah, so we're going to have a couple classes. The lady's going to show how to propagate elderberries, and um, I think we're going to have a chicken butchering. I'm not sure if that's still going on. Uh, I know. I thought it was a film editor too. I didn't see it. Uh, um, oh, you were making a joke. Okay, okay. You have me so confused. Chickweed salve is good. Salve is good to help with poison ivy. Chickweed. I don't think we have chickweed. We have so much stuff. Joyce, what is that herb you got that Samuel picked for you last year? I can't remember. But we didn't have all we have on this land at our old house. We're only on a half acre, so we didn't have half this stuff. And you know, the meetup is in Carthage, Missouri, Clay, and it's on April 24th between 10 and 5. And you know, homesteaders, it ain't gonna end at 5. And it'll begin before 10. Oh, yeah. I know, Cindy. It would be so nice for everyone to be able to come. Hi, how are you, the everyday life of an OC dish chick? Welcome. That's Nikki. Hey, Jandero. Hi. Thanks for coming. Um, so it's what else? We have. I see Joyce is doing the planning, and I'm doing donations. So, um, yeah. Oh, Diana at Move North has um, poison ivy on her arms. She's in misery, and it eats her up. But I can pull it out with bare hands. That's how her son is too. Isn't that bizarre? Yarrow. Yes, we have yarrow on our land, and there's many, many other things on our land that I just haven't learned about. So I need to win a Missouri herb book. To meet up. I'm gonna have to buy one and then hope I win it. Oh, yeah. So we poison ivy. I s- I can get by it, but I don't touch it. Hello, Harriet Holland, Harry on the Prairie. Welcome. How are you, sir? The Missouri, it's the first annual Missouri Homesteader Meetup. And a bunch of homesteaders and YouTubers are all getting together on April 24th in Carthage at the live, no, what's it called, Joyce? The arena. I every time I try to remember what it's called, I cannot. I have a mental block. I can't remember it. Grow and smoke it. But no. Oh, he can barehand. I can't imagine sagebrush and desert grass. Oh, well, oh, lye soap, Diana. There you go. Um, if if I see anything that remotely looks like uh, poison ivy, I go the other way. Hello, Karen, Adrian's Container Gardening. How are you? I just, you're not going to make it to the meetup. You're in Australia, of course. Darn it. Jandira, you're so funny. The fairgrounds. Thank you, Joyce. Oh, I don't know why I can't remember that. It's a real struggle. Yeah, it's going to be at the fairgrounds in Carthage. It's got picnic tables. It's covered. We have a little stage. We have plugs everywhere. So if you're a YouTuber and you're coming, don't worry. Restrooms. We're going to have games for the kids. Um, yeah, it's going to be a good time. Urban Girl Gardening, Kiki Soto. Hello. So nice to see you. I try to stay away, but embarrassed. Now, see, I've been touched by poison ivy, but I don't. I guess there's a stage that it might not bother you as much, or maybe I'm just too thick-skinned. I don't know. You're never late, Karen. Never late. Um, I don't know. It didn't bother me. Now, my brother, he could be miles away from it, and he would break out everywhere. It was awful. Yeah, bleach and poison ivy. Watch out for chemical burn. Yeah, I. I'm not gonna find out if I'm immune, Diana. Move north. No, no. I do take the loppers if I think it is, and I cut it to the ground, and then I pick it up with the loppers and I move it. Hmm. Yeah, I I can't imagine being able to pick it barehanded. That would be bizarre. No, I'm not trying it. Hello, Recyclable Homestead. Thank you for coming. No, I'm not picking it with my hand. I That's something I don't ever want to find out because as soon as you do, you're gonna get just everywhere. Yes, and you have to That's okay. I'd rather do that and disinfect the loppers and get it all over me. You know, doesn't bother me to do that. I disinfect them anyway, so it doesn't matter what I'm cutting. Uh, anyway, so we have a lot going on this weekend, a lot of building we're going to be doing. And once it's done, I know goats do. Diana, that's why you need the goat. I had a dream Diana had a goat last night. You need the goat to eat your poison ivy, girl. Go buy a goat. Oh, your pigs eat it, Harry? Our pigs are so spoiled. We have yet to put up an electric fence for these two pigs. They just don't. They don't try to get it. They got out one day, but that's because the boss left the gate unlocked. And yeah, they came out and had a little fun. You should have seen us chasing them. No camera, no camera. Everyone's like, I hope you got that on film. No, I was trying to get a 150-pound pig in that gate. No, well, 130 at the time. But they didn't do it. They just sort of hung out. Well, Kevin was chasing Sausage, our pig, We have one pig we raise for Move North Homestead, and that's Savory. And it's either Savory or Sausage that ran off, and I'm like, shut the gate, hurry, shut the gate, because we didn't want him going out the road. It was a comedy of affairs. Oh God. No, I don't think there's anything pigs don't eat. Well, they didn't eat the nettle, the dead nettle. I gave them some. They said maybe the pigs like it. They just went, yeah, they didn't want anything to do with it. Oh, but they're a little spoiled. Oh, they finished the gate. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, it was Sausage that ran. Yeah, it was. It was our pig. Yep. Yep. And Savory, I had a bucket, so Savory was like, "Yeah, buddy, I get this bucket on myself." But yeah, yeah, you should rent her or just let her use your goat, Joyce, and mow that poison ivy down. That would be fantastic. Hey, is anyone growing in containers this year? Hi, CB. I'm gonna grow in a couple. I have a self-wicking container, but I don't know what I'm going to put in there. Last year I put herbs and lettuce in there, and uh, this year I'm going to do something different. I don't know. I have so many choices. I have so many things I'm planning this year. It's insane. Are y'all using pots to grow in this year? Yep. That's why I dreamed it, Diana, so Joyce can loan you her goat. Get rid of your poison ivy. I would love to be able to plant in some pots. Sometimes I haven't decided at my grandma's house. I have container lettuce and spinach. Oh, that's awesome. Pots and grow bags. See, I was going to do my potatoes in some bags. Yep, I have to grow something in a pot for shed war. And but I was gonna do some potatoes in one of my like plastic kind of feed bags. But I decided not to because it's the first year planting them here, and I just wanted to make sure that they would do good. Um, and hopefully, night, Diana. Thank you for coming. Oh, I could do a fly. I have to plant a vegetable, Joyce. I have all those stump gardens, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm playing with my bags. I have the stump gardens. Good night, Joyce. Are you leaving? No, Diana's moving. Hey, Amy, what's going on? Oh, you're working in the greenhouse. How else? Let's see. Potatoes I found last year. They're not good for putting them in containers. I found putting in the head. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I and it's a Dakota something potato I've never grown. Hi, prep for it. Um, I've never grown them before. I never even heard of them before. But apparently, excuse me, they grow real well in Missouri. So, that's what the Amish store had. So that's what I'm getting. Hello, Mona. And I have sweet potatoes from Naturally NC, Georgia Reds, and I have a confession. I put a couple in the ground because I couldn't wait. But I have some flips she also sent me that I'll get those in the ground. Definitely get more room in the ground. Yeah. Now, last year I did put some potatoes in a pot, and they were huge. they, they were about marble size. They're so tiny. I might have got one that was like this, like a red potato. I mean, it was they were so small, and I'm like, I am never doing that again. Never. That's I'm sticking to it. I put them in the ground. Joyce and Jean at Morris Patch of Heaven taught me and Kevin how to do the root stout. So that's what we are doing. And I put the you just set them on your compost. You put the straw on top of them and let it go. When do your eggs hatch, Joyce? You should see they have hundreds of chicks in there. Oh, we're going to have chicks too for sale at the meetup. Oh, they were marble sized potatoes. I'm like, oh my God, look, Kevin, look how big. About the size of my fingertip. That's exaggerating a lot. Oh my goodness. Yes. How many chicks do you have on that are you think will hatch, Joyce? Now, when we grew potatoes in Missouri, I did Idaho potatoes. Holy mackerel, we got it such a great crop. I could a mini baked potato. I would have had to have like 40 of them. Well, Mona, if you have the loose soil and you keep up, I mean, mine were doing great. Yes, hopeless growing potatoes. Mine, mine grew, and I kept stacking the dirt on them, and then we moved. And then, yeah, that's sort of what happened. We moved. Oh, they were even smaller than tater tots, CB. It was just, oh, they're hatching now. It was pathetic. They're hatching now. Yay. Hopefully 40 or 50. So, this is really exciting. Kevin, before we even moved, he said, we're never getting ducks, Jan. Ever. Okay? And I'm like, uh-huh. And, and so we have a pond. It's almost a half-acre pond. And, I've been talking to friends, and the Chicks did a video on the runner ducks. And I was like, oh my God, those ducks are so cool. And so I chicks at the meetup. Yes, I asked Kevin the other day. I said, "Babe, can we just get 3 ducks? Just three, and I'll keep them at the pond. Build their little house." And he's like, "I don't want ducks. They're nasty." I said, "They're going to be at the pond. That we'll never see them. I'll teach him to go in and out." I get 3 ducks. I haven't got them yet, but I get 3 ducks. He said, "All right, but you gotta keep them at the pond." Because his friend said, "Don't ever get ducks. They're nasty." Well, his friend had them right there at his house. So, of course, they were nasty. I go, "I don't even have to put a swimming pool out for them. They have a pond." And I could make a little island thing. Some people have talked about doing that, but yeah, I get to get 3 ducks, and I'm so happy. Okay, so I go to Tractor Supply the other day, and they have their chicken coop, chick coop thingy up empty. And I walk back because I had to look for some feed. And I go back there and I hear this dirt, 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 dirt. And they're all in the warehouse, and I couldn't get to it. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, Jandira, we have wild Muscovies here. Every year, we had one just fly right in our tree. It was a white, uh, it, it's a white Muscovy. No, it wasn't that one wasn't a Muscovy. The other ones are Muscovies. We have a white duck. It's a wild duck, and it flies over here like twice a year, and it sits with our chickens. and it just sits there, and it never gave us any eggs. But oh, that's how it started because we had our friends Ted and Judy gave us two duck eggs to test, and I love them. Now the thing is, um, I can't. I had all this medical dental surgery done, but I still have one more phase of my dental surgery, and I can't taste on the roof of my mouth. And that's where a lot of your taste comes from. So, what I taste, I have to just, really suck it out. It sounds gross, but I have to really taste for a minute. And I love the duck eggs. Oh my goodness, I love those. So, good night, Mackenzie. Thank you for coming. Um, so I love those, and Kevin liked the duck eggs. He said he preferred the um chicken eggs, but yeah, cooked. No, I'm not going to cook the ducks unless I have to. I really don't want to have ducks for food because we grow our own meat birds. We get our own meat birds. So the aping duck is good. Aping. The white duck is the aping. Yeah, it's hilarious. And it'll let me walk right up to it. It's a blast. It's the most bizarre thing in the world. The Muscovies. I love the Muscovies. Hello, flavors and textures. Um, they are the most gorgeous. We grew up with them in Illinois, seeing them in Illinois, and my brothers were always big pheasant and duck hunters. So I grew I grew up eating those, eating the duck. Not that I never had the egg until the other day. It was so good. Um, Duck eggs, I hear, are fabulous for baking. So that's a good thing. So either way, if I get eggs, hey, you know. Oh, it is gorgeous out. It was so cold yesterday, y'all. And then today it was beautiful. So I got a tarp down on the front garden, and I just piddled. I'm like, oh, I always say, oh, I'm gonna do nothing. That never happens. Oh, Freehandly is exhausted. I overdid it. Okay, honey, I'll talk to you later. I'm sorry I missed your live last night. I went to bed early too. Because, y'all, this is work time. This is when everything starts shaking and you have the extra daylight and things got to get done. And, for us in Shed Wars, we're in different stages and now we're able to get things done. I know Boone, she's been killing it over there, getting her gardens ready, and Tony at Walsh Farms and Moore's Catch, everyone, flavors and textures. We're all crunch time in it. So um anyway, it's an hour and 3 minutes, and it was snowing. Ugh, I'm sorry. Nisi lives in Montana, free handedly made y'all, and it's still snowing. Oh, eh. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to my mods. You're all fantastic. I love you so much. Thank you for helping me, and thank y'all for spending an hour of your precious time with me and just listening to me go on and on and on. Oh, and I will talk to you next week. Tomorrow, I have a funny video coming out. Don't miss it. It's pretty funny. It's a Shed War video. So, uh, one of the challenges, it's called the Gladiator Challenge. So, if you can watch it, please do. It's pretty funny. I thought it was anyway. I make myself laugh sometimes. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh. All right, y'all. I love you. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend. Remember to have some fun this weekend and do something that you love. Y'all be blessed and love well. Bye now.